choice. We'll go to the leaderboards in a little bit, but let's go have a quick look at question. We'll do the questions first. We'll have the chat. That will still stay there behind the chat, but I'll pop it on there for everyone to write bits and pieces. When it comes to the answers, when I ask these questions, right, so we've got the chat, which you can see. For the 68th time, just to make sure people understand, you can put answers if you want in there, no problem whatsoever, but make sure when the video finishes you put them in the comments below, because if not, I cannot grab the information from the chat. I can grab the information from the comments. I can do a capture of the comments and put that into a wondrous spreadsheet which I've designed. There was some hiccup, shall we say, on the last episode 13, skipping ahead, because YouTube decided to redo some of their comments and how they moderate comments, etc. And so certain amount of people's answers, which for some reason YouTube thought as sensitive and need to hold them as in held for review, so they didn't come through. And so a few people highlighted the fact. I had a look on my, and they thought, oh yeah, look, there's loads of them there. So I have redone everybody's answers, and the scoreboards have been updated, so everyone is ready. So Perry said, standing by, having recovered from brain fog. That's right, we will go into the explanation of percentile in a sec. So Richard Bigger, hello Rich. Hi Jay, nice to see you again. Yes, I've been away for a little bit, a couple of reasons. One, busy with house renovations and stuff like that. But two, more importantly, my shoulder. That one in particular. My right one has always been a bit of a pain ever since I was 18 or so. Twinged it in a car, not a car accident, just literally moving the steering wheel and twinged it. So I've always had a little bit of a weird trail shoulder, but for some reason I slept on my left shoulder funny about 2 weeks ago now, and woke up and couldn't use it. It was that painful. So it has taken quite a while for it to get to a point where I can I'm chipping and pitching, but I'm not full swinging yet. So I'm trying to moderate, because as you get older, things take longer to heal, and I want to make sure it heals properly before I start going. Because I've got some golf clubs to review and get reviews out there, which, you know, guys, when I do reviews, I hit a lot of shots. So my shoulder has got to be fully, yeah. Right. Did you see Nelly Corder just put up a 10 on the par 3, wow, 12th, her third hole in first round of, wow. No is the answer to that, but wow, that'll dent things. Right, so let's, we'll have the chat on in the background, so we'll get straight into what the question one will be. I'll find it through here, there we go. Right, so here we go. Question one is, what is the 20th percentile distance in yards for a 0 handicap golfer? And first I think I need to, let's just ask about what is percentile. What's the explanation of percentile? So before you put your answers anywhere, in the comments down, don't put it in the chat, put it in the comments. When you can put it in the chat if you want to, make sure you duplicate it in the comments afterwards. She closed with an 80. Well, that's not too bad considering that 10 on a par 3. This is the actual explanation of percentile. So imagine you're a class of 100 students. Yep, so let's just do it from the school idea. And everyone takes the same test, loving tests. After the test, all scores are lined up from the lowest to the highest score. A percentile is a way to show you the score as it compares to everybody else's. And here's how it works. As it says, if you're in the 90th percentile, it means you did better than 90 out of 100 students. Only 10 students scored higher than you. If you're in the 50th percentile, it means you did better than 50 of the 100 other students. It means obviously that the other 50 other students scored higher than you. So percentile is a measurement of how you compare against your peers and how many is less than you. You are on the 90th will always be, you're in the top 10%. The 90th means you're 90 people underneath you. You're in the top 10%, your 90th percentile. No different if you've had a child and they weigh babies and they keep check all their heights as they grow. Everything like that is done in percentile. So for certain people, they'll understand what percentile means. If you don't, there you go. That's the understanding of percentile. So what this is saying is, what is the 20th percentile distance in yards for a 0 handicap golfer? So a scratch handicap golfer, 20th percentile is 80% would hit it longer and 20% would hit it less than. There you go. So what is the 20th percentile distance in yards for a 0 handicap golfer? We'll get rid of the percentile now. We don't need to have that on there. And then we'll go straight into question 2, which will be, what is the 90th percentile distance in yards for a 20 handicap golfer? There we go. So we've got no different from the first. It's a percentile. What is the 90th percentile distance in yards with a driver? Obviously, this is off the tee. For a 20 handicap golfer. So you're a 20 handicap golfer, and whatever number you put, you would see that number as 90% of golfers in your handicap range would hit it shorter than you. There you go. I'm just going to see Neil's resume saying there is 101 students in that class. Yeah. Frugal Fixer says, Spike says, riding the ice pack on my knee, almost constant, 11 days since surgery. Be careful with that shoulder. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Spike. I do hope you start feeling better soon. No fun at all when you are unwell. So that is the questions. You got part 1, what is the 20th percentile distance in yards for 0 handicap golfer? That means effectively 20% would hit less than you, whatever distance that is, right? And then obviously 80, you are on the shortest side, or shorter side. And on the other flip side, when it comes to part 2, what is the 90th percentile distance in yards for a 20 handicap golfer? Which means you are in the 90th percent, as in effectively 90% of golfers in your bracket of 20 handicap would hit it shorter than this distance. Harry's in the house. Evening, Jay. Hello, Harry. Hope you are well. And so I will just literally quickly put up the, I'll get rid of that and I'll just go straight over to the explanation again, just so everyone is absolutely 100% certain and assured on how percentile is measured. Imagine you're in a class of 100 students and everyone takes the same test. After the test, all the scores are lined up from the lowest to the highest. A percentile is a way to show you how you score compares to everybody else's, and here's how it works. If you're in the 90th percentile, it means you did better than 90 out of 100 students. Only 10 students scored higher than you. If you are in the 50th percentile, it means you did better than 50 out of 100 students. The other 50 scored higher than you. So that's the whole idea. Your percentile number is always a measure of what you are doing better than. Yeah, so if you're on the 60th percentile, it means you're on the 60th, and so basically 60 score less than you, and no different. You're in the 10th percentile, it means there's 90% score better than you or hit the golf ball higher than you, in this case for a driver, and you are in the lowest 10%, if you know what I mean. That's the whole idea of percentile. So there you go. I don't need to really sort of keep it up there. We've had the explanation up there for long enough, so hopefully everyone gets it. Richard says, I'd guess 265, 275 at mean. I'd also guess standard deviation at about 35 yards. So 20th percentile, 0 handicap at 230, lower mean and wider standard deviation for 20 handicap, so 275. That is what Richard pops in there. And so again, you can have a little look in there, and again, I'm not saying that Richard is right. Richard might be wildly off. We've had some interesting numbers put down on different episodes. So again, the whole idea, guys, best thing is don't copy other people's work. Try and do the research yourself and come up with the answers. Because, yeah, this always makes you, because you can be copying some wacko weird answers. And again, what I will always do, I will be doing this as a measure of 5 points. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You will get 1 point regardless if you write 17 trillion as your answer, or even cabbage, or anything else like that, as long as you input regardless what the input is, you will guarantee to get your point. And obviously if you get it within reason on the nose, I don't expect people to get it literally to the yard. Although if there are lots of people that get it bang on the yard, then I suppose I'll have to give 5 points to the people that bang on the yard, but within a small amount of error, it'll be absolutely fine. So it'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, depending obviously on the banding and the rounding, but you know what I mean, the whole idea is to do fair, and so there you go. And then we'll come up with the leaderboard. And talking about the leaderboard, this is the leaderboard which has been updated. I've literally just flicked it over now so I can see exactly where it is on the list, and I'm padding a little bit because it's just through sod's law. It's come out at the top of the leaderboard, give or take, but it's missed it, so I'm having to pad a little bit so we get down to the bottom end of the leaderboard so we can have a little chat about it once it flicks over. There we go. And so we are now at obviously 4 points and 3 points, 5 points. A lot of these people that you see here are tied 61st and all that lot are people that have literally just only played for one round, and so they didn't continue for whatever reason, which there you go, it's up to them. And so yeah, the whole idea of scoring well on this competition is for you to enter, just constantly enter. Right, we have Niels at the top at 58, William at 53, 49 for Aaron. We have Francisco at 48, tied with Mr. Two Fire, Wastelands at 48 as well, Ian Plummer, Pete Major, and 47, A Special K, and Harry's at 46. It moved too fast. Anyway. On there anyway, but again, the people that we've still got another 5 including this one to go. Depends on obviously what happens with people. If you've got an interesting situation of, let's say, at the 16th or 17th hole, and whoever's at the lead, whoever's in the lead cannot be caught with obviously only 5 points, 10 points, 15 points available. I mean, again, there's only 4 or 5 points I think is in it, and this is over 14 rounds nearly. And so it is very, very close. And so, but obviously we will finish it for, 5 points. You can see that Niels has got a 5-point lead from William. And then Aaron's, again, got the 4 points back. And then it really get bunched. So anyone down there, even at, I would say, 20th position, something like that, has got a really good potential. I think getting 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, yeah, however many. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 5. There you go, got 20 points available. Anyone who's around that way. If Niels and everyone else has a little bit of a brain fart, and then they're well in with a chance. But anyone, obviously, this is to get the back end of the competition now. So just play for fun. It is a little bit of fun, and it's a way that you can gain a little bit more knowledge and understand where you should be aligning your practice, etc. So. Spike says 270 on 0 handicap and 30 handicap 210. 20 handicap, I'm assuming that's just a typo there, Spike. I'll get rid of that one there. Obviously, we are talking about a 0 handicap and a 20 handicap. Very, very quickly, I will literally just pop the full questions up there for you all to see. Again, for the people that are finding this one a little bit later on, didn't come on the live straight away. So question 1, what is the 20th percentile distance in yards for a 0 handicap golfer? Percentile is a measure of how you are doing compared to everybody else within your category, 0 handicap. And obviously that's a measure of how well you're doing compared to others. And so effectively percentile means 20th would be that you are in the lowest 20% of hitters effectively, and then no different to part 2, what is the 90th percentile distance in yards for a 20 handicap golfer? So effectively that 20 handicap golfer at the 90th percentile, or whatever distance you think it is, would be doing better than 90% of other golfers within their handicap. So that's the whole idea. There you go, you've seen that enough now, and then we'll just have a quick look at the chat and then catch up with people, and then we will let you go and enjoy researching on Google if you could, and make sure you put all the answers that you're going to put rather than in the chat. If you have put answers already in the chat already, thank you very much. But if you could duplicate them in the comments below as well, because that will help no end in making sure we can I can get all the answers from everybody, because I can grab the comments but I can't grab the chat. Neil says, if Nelly Corder can card a 10 on a par 3, then anything is possible. It's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, all tour players, the interesting thing that you'll see from a tour perspective, from a TV perspective on tour, is that because obviously everyone wants to see the highlights, everyone wants to be involved in the media side of things, the hype, the fun, everyone wants to see birdies and stuff. You will be, well, the TV will be cherry picking different people at different times to making sure that they pick the good bits so it keeps the audience engaged. A lot of the time, actually, if you do watch tour players, if people have had the opportunity to go to events and watch tour players play, they are not as good as what you think they are. Obviously, they are very, very good, but what I'm saying is they do hit some weird and wonderful shots. And so it does happen to people from time to time. And of course, unfortunately, it has happened to her, and it's just unfortunate, or obviously the timing of when it did. Harry says, oops, might be short for scratch and long for mid. Harry, up then again, Harry, when it comes to your answers, again, whatever you've put in the chat, if you have put it in the chat, make sure you get it in the comments. And then if you've already put something in the comment of this video, which obviously I can't see just as yet, then you have the opportunity to put another answer in there. I'll take people's second answer. Obviously, if they're listening to me describe the question, they initially put an answer down, but then as the question gets fully explained, they go on, yeah, I didn't understand that properly, I now answered something a bit daft. You can have another go. So just make sure you get the last answer, get it in there, job done. Right, guys, thank you very much. I will be doing this on Sunday. I will be popping along on Sunday to do the live stream. And remember, guys, for this one, on Monday evening, 7 p.m. UK time, remember it is open all access live stream. So if you have a question or anything else like that you would like to pose, you'd ask a technical question, equipment question, a coaching question, anything swing related, anything equipment related, or you just want to have a chat, pop onto the live stream. Will be 7 o'clock on Monday, this Monday, which is the Monday the 3rd of June. First Monday of every month is open all access to everybody, and then obviously I do my live streams to the members every Monday at the same time, but it's just every first Monday of the month I do it for everybody. So get that in your diary. I'll be putting a post out over the weekend so everyone is notified, as long as you've got any notifications on, which obviously you should do. So there you go. Right, guys, I will be doing the answers on Sunday, yes, Sundays sometime. Give you plenty of opportunity and chance to research, get the numbers, get your answers, and put your answers down there. And then after that, we will see who wins episode 14. Let's see if we can reel Neil in a little bit. Neil's got a 5-point gap lead. Well done. But there's a lot of people at the moment which are nipping at his heels. So let's see if we can pin him in a little bit for fun. And we can, hopefully we won't get to hole 17 and there is no hole 18 because he's in the lead, but we'll see. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, subscribe if you haven't already, like, because YouTube loves it. And of course, get the old bell notifications on, little down, go on, it'll notify you when I do live streams, when I do videos, when I put posts up, and all these wonderful things. William says, I'll catch him if he forgets to answer one. Yes, it's been done from people in the past and has affected their score greatly. So, right, guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, appreciate it. And we'll see everybody, not in your time before that, we'll see everybody Sunday. Remember, live stream, Monday, 7 p.m. UK time. Pop a question in. Bye.